An Naml 88, 27:88. Thou sayest the mountains and thinkest them firmly fixed, but they shall pass away as the clouds pass away. Such is the artistry of Allah, who disposes of all things in perfect order, for He is well acquainted with all that you do. He is not meant to indicate gender. It was used out of necessity. First, at the beginning of the 20th century, a German scientist named Alfred Wegener suggested that the continents on Earth were together in the early periods of the Earth, but then they drifted in different directions and separated and moved away from each other. However, geologists were able to understand that Wegener was right 50 years after his death, that is, in the 1980s. As Wegener stated in an article published in 1915, the land masses on Earth were connected to each other about 500 million years ago, and this large land mass called Pangaea was located at the South Pole. These continents, which emerged from the disintegration of Pangaea, are constantly changing the distribution between land and sea and drift on the Earth's surface at speeds of a few centimeters per year. This movement of the Earth's crust, discovered as a result of geological research carried out at the beginning of the 20th century, is explained in scientific sources as follows: 100 kilometers, consisting of the Earth's crust and upper mantle. The Earth's surface is composed of pieces called layers. There are 6 major layers and countless smaller layers that make up the Earth's surface. According to the theory called plate tectonics, these layers move on the Earth, carrying the continents and the ocean floor with them. Continental movement is 1 to 5 centimeters per year. It was calculated to be around. As the layers move in this way, changes occur in the Earth's geography. For example, the Atlantic Ocean is expanding a little more every year. The drift of continents is information that could not be observed at the time when the Quran was revealed, and it is not possible for a human being to have this information on his own. This information was only discovered at the beginning of the 20th century. As can be seen, attention is clearly drawn to the mobility of the layer where the mountains are located. It is undoubtedly a great miracle that this scientific fact, discovered only recently by science, is reported in the Quran. And this is a very clear evidence that the Quran is the words of Allah and the person who reported it is the messenger of Allah. Those who deny this, they have to explain how Muhammad, pbuh, came to have this knowledge 1,400 years ago. And also because the Himalayan mountains and the coordinates corresponding to the verse and surah numbers are covered with snow and glaciers all year round, summer and winter, they present an appearance similar to white clouds in photographs taken from space.